Hello students, the second video of today on the chapter Control and Coordination. Structure of neuron and transfer of electrical impulses. So we were discussing about the structure of neuron in the previous video. We were discussing about the structure of neuron and the three types of neuron we have to discuss here. First, sensory neuron, motor neuron and association neuron. They are also called relay neurons. Association neurons are also called relay neurons. There are three types of neurons. Sensory neuron, which carry or which receive signals from a sense organ. Sensory neurons receive signals from a sense organ and it pass the received signals to the adjacent neurons and thereafter the brain. Now motor neurons. Motor neurons send signals to the muscles or a gland. Motor neurons start from the brain or spinal cord, and from there these neurons carry messages or signals to a muscle or an organ or a gland which is meant for action. If you are for example at the sight of a running bus or a running vehicle, you want to move sidewards. So you are seeing the bus or car coming towards you, and your brain identify you are seeing it by your eyes, and the message sent to the brain. And now the motor neurons from the brain carry signals to the muscles of your legs to move towards the side of the road. So these signals are carried by motor neurons. Next, association neurons connect these two. These neurons relay the signals between sensory neurons and motor neurons. So they are also called relay neurons. Okay. Now the next is structure of a neuron and how it transfer electrical impulse. Now we are discussing that the electrical impulse, we have told now already we are in this topic, that electrical impulse, what is electrical impulse, how they are transmitted. Electrical impulses are chemical set of chemical reactions. Due to some chemical reactions, these electrical impulses produced. When these chemical reactions take place at the site of at the reception of a stimuli, when we receive a stimuli. What is a stimuli? Stimuli is a happening in the surrounding. The information acquired at the end of a dendrite tip or of a nerve cell. Information acquired at the end of a dendrite tip. These dendrite tips are associated with sense organs. They are present in the sense organs. For example, your nose, eyes, ears, skin, all contain some nerve endings. These nerve endings receive signals from the outside environment. They are called by some name. They are receptors. They are called receptors because they receive messages from the surrounding environment. So there are some gustatory receptors in the tongue for tasting. So the receptors in the tongue are called gustatory receptors. The receptors in the nose are called olfactory receptors. Like that, there are receptors in the eye. There are receptors in the ear. Receptors in the eye are called photoreceptors. In the ear they are called phonoreceptors. In the skin they are called thermoreceptors, which help to identify whether an object is hot or cold. So all these are receptors. These receptors are usually located in our sense organs. What is their function? Information from our surrounding or the environment is detected by these receptors. So here you can see these nerve endings, dendrites. These dendrites act as receptors. These act as receptors in the sense organs. So an information which is acquired at this dendrite tip of a nerve cell set off a chemical reaction that create an electrical impulse. This impulse travels from the dendrite to the cell body. So this message or signal which is received by the dendrite is travelled through the cell body to the axon, and from the axon to the nerve endings of the axon. Now along the axon and to its end, at the end of the axon, the electrical impulse sets off the release of some chemicals. At the end of the axon, you know, in the previous video I told you there is synapse. Synapse is the gap between, it is a gap between two nerves, the nerve ending of one nerve and the dendrite of another nerve. And here the chemical, some chemicals are released here because the electrical impulse cannot pass that synapse. There the electrical impulses are converted into chemical impulses, which are called neurotransmitters. These chemicals cross the gap or synapse and start a similar electrical impulse in a dendrite of the next neuron. So these chemicals are called neurotransmitters. They pass the gap, pass the synapse, and then at the tip of another nerve, that is the dendrite of another nerve, they converted again into electrical impulse and pass through them. And this is a general scheme of how nervous impulse travel in the body. In this way, a nervous impulse travel through the body, from the sense organ to the brain or to the spinal cord. Here you can see a neuromuscular junction where a nerve and a muscle connected together, or a nerve send a message, carry a message from the brain to the muscle are attached in this way, a nerve ending and a muscle surface. So nerve ending give message or signal to the muscle, then only the muscle will move. This is the neuromuscular junction. It is a junction between a nerve and a muscle. That is why it is called neuromuscular junction. The enlarged picture of this neuromuscular junction is this one, the nerve ending, and here it is the muscle cell. Here the impulse is transmitted in the form of chemicals, that is neurotransmitters. Okay, so you have to draw this picture also. Draw this neuromuscular junction in your copy. Okay. Now the next one is solve these questions. Identify these parts of a neuron. So here you have a work to solve. Identify the part of a neuron where information is acquired. So which part of the neuron acquire information? And we have seen that the dendrite part of the neuron acquire information. The part of neuron which acquire information is dendrite.